I have my granny square finished, except for the final framing of it. In blocks 1 and 2, we ran 1 row of single crochet around the outside of the block. We had to do some counting because if you were doing the 12-inch square, you had to get 41 stitches on each side, and you may not have had 41 stitches in your block, as in block 2, so you had to do a little bit of counting, spacing, etc. And on the sides, on the selvage sides, you had no stitch ratio to work there. So that was a little bit tricky. With the granny square, we know how big it is when it's done. Every side has the same number of stitches because we've been crocheting round and round. The finishing for this is a 2-row finishing. Rows 11 and 12 for the 12-inch square are the finishing. If you look at the chart, the diagram, black is the color for the last 2 rounds. And the round that we're going to do first is a combination of single crochets and chains. So the pluses are single crochets, the ovals are chains. And if you kind of look at where things are happening, the single crochets are happening in the spaces of the previous round, and they're happening in the center of each double crochet cluster. So the picture is good for giving you kind of an overall idea of what's going on, even if you don't feel comfortable using the chart for doing your work. But essentially, you're going to be doing single crochets with chains in between. The single crochets are going in the spaces, and in the center, double crochet of the previous round and chains in between. If you look at her written instructions, it's a little bit confusing because she's combining the small block and the large block together. So this is where we are, where it says round 6 or 11. So if you're doing the baby size, it's round 6. If you're doing the 12-inch size block, it's round 11. You're using color B, which for me is my peach color. And no matter which one you're doing, you're using color B. So B is there twice, once for the little block and once for the big block. You're going to start out doing standing single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in any corner space. So I'm going to start in a corner, and then she has an asterisk here, which is giving you a repeat structure. So after you do that standing crochet, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in a corner, you're going to chain 1, skip a double crochet, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and then single crochet in next space, chain 1, skip 1 double crochet, single crochet in next double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 double crochet, and you're going to keep repeating that block of brackets to the corner. In the corner, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then you're going to go back to the star, chain 1, skip a double crochet, blah, blah, blah. So in this case, the written instructions are probably a little more convoluted than the chart. All right, important thing to note is you're starting in the corner, and we're going to start by doing a standing single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the corner. All right, so I'm going to set my directions aside. I'm going to try to make sure I stay in the camera. So the standing single crochet is just like the standing double crochet, except you don't do a yarn over first. So I'm putting a slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to go into this corner and try not to cover up. Sorry, bring the yarn around. All right, so I'm doing a single crochet. So I'm just bringing the yarn through once. I have 2 stitches on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's my standing single crochet. Pull it around the loop a little bit there. Standing single crochet. Sorry about that, need a little more yarn. Chain 1, single crochet. So pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's the corner. It's kind of flattening out the corner. It's not nearly as many stitches as there were in the the 3 chains going around when you're doing the double crochet rounds. Okay, so from there, I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to skip a double crochet. So I have 3 double crochets here in this block. I'm going to skip 1 and I'm going to single crochet in the center one. So I'm going underneath both loops and single crocheting there. And then I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to skip a double crochet and I'm going to single crochet in the space. Oops. Fell off. Let's do that again. Single crochet in the space. I'm going to chain 1 and then I'm going to go to this clump of double crochets and I'm going to single crochet in the center one. Chain 1, single crochet in the space. What you're doing is a lot simpler than what the written instructions make it sound like. So she had to do a lot of brackets and asterisks and so on to get the repeats down. But essentially, I'm just going to keep going across. I'll do just a few more stitches. So I've just done a single crochet, so I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to single crochet in the center, double crochet. I'm going to do a chain 1. I'm going to single crochet in the space. So we're putting a nice uniform border on here, evening out stitches a little bit, getting ready for that final round of single crochet. And ideally you've got exactly the right number of stitches here, so we're not going to have to worry about counting them, but I'm kind of anal, so I'll probably count them anyway. All right, so I have kind of a uniform thing going here. Single crochet, chain, there's my corner, single crochet, chain, single crochet, chain. So the single crochets are alternating between the spaces and the center double crochet of the previous row. When I get to the corner, I'm going to do a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the corner, and then take off around the next side. After I finish that round, the next round, round 7, bring the instructions back, round 7 or 12, is just chain 1, single crochet in the same single crochet, 3 single crochet in the corner space, single crochet in each single crochet, and space to corner. So you're just going to go around with single crochets, and then in the corner you're going to do 3 single crochets. And again, if you look at the chart, it's all pluses. Okay, it's all pluses, all single crochets. So here is the corner chain from the round that we're doing right now. There are 3 single crochets in that corner chain, and then there's a single crochet in the single crochet, and there's a single crochet in the chain 1, single crochet in the single crochets, and etc. So you're just single crocheting all the way around, and that is how you finish off this block. And then once you finish weaving all your ends, you can block it, try to get it to size up the same as the other 2.